I got to give you a props, man, because this adaptation of Jazz is so much different than the original. Obviously, it's not a punchline. You got depth. It's a character that you root for, somebody that's like a deep brother, man, and you have it down pat, man. And the fact that you didn't think you was going to get it and got it, that's a blessing in itself, man.
Well, before you finish, let me ask you this: are you Team Jazz or Team LaMarcus?
I'm definitely Team Jazz. I mean, like, I never liked that dude. You know, but so to be quiet, I never liked that. Because here's the thing: I feel like I'm more Jazz than you're the athlete, the guy that comes in and always gets the girl.
Oh, so I'm LaMarcus?
Yeah, you're LaMarcus. You're the athlete that comes in and gets the girl because she's seeing and. Bro, so you got to watch. If you haven't seen Bel-Air, you got to watch it because there is a situation that's going on that's like this little triangle that's happening right now between you, Hillary, and LaMarcus and whatnot. For sure. But to my point, man, I was talking about, like, when did you know? Like, because you talked about at first you didn't even want the part. Then you get the part, you're invested in the part. When did you know you guys had a hit on your hand? And when did you know that, man, this Jazz is a huge part of this show and not just, like I said, a throwaway punchline?
Man, so kind of two answers to your question. I knew that we were going to have a hit when the first trailer came out because, of course, we're shooting it. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that, like, just because I'm shooting it, I ain't seen it. Like, right now, seeing these episodes, first time. So even though we're shooting it, I'm in that scene, I don't see how it look. Like, we've done so many takes. I don't see which take they're going to use. I did a funny take. I did a serious one. I don't know actually how it's going to, pan out. So as kind of like little things pop out, like, okay, new series, Bel-Air coming, this, whatever. No trailer come out. You see the comments. Oh, this bull. Like, I gotta, like, man, I ain't watching this shit. Yeah, all type of stuff. And I was like, I ain't seen it either. Like, I believed in us. I know that we're doing good work, but you have to visually, see it. And when we saw that first episode and they brought us in before, I think we were shooting like episode 6 or something. They brought us in to watch episode 1. And like some of us was in tears. And just because I was a part of something, I was like, this is fucking good. Yeah. Like, this is actually really good. And the day we dropped that trailer, dude, my phone went insane. Like, friends, family. Bro, I didn't know it was going to be this. Oh, my God, I didn't know. Like, I gotta.
DMs was popping.
Huh?
DMs were popping.
Dude, insane. Like, just text messages like, yo, I saw you on that new show. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Hey, you remember me?
Yeah, whatever. Like, whatever.
Hey, Jay,
I'm grown
what's
now.
happening?
I'm up now. No. but I think to the second part of that question, man, I really credit the writers. How I knew that, like, I was really in stride is, like, one of the things that, like, I'm just so grateful for. Like, I knew that when I got the role of Jazz, that Jazz was, there's no, like, real order because we're all important, but, like, being realistic, like, the show is about Will Smith, right? And kind of show is about really, like, Will Smith and Carlton. And then after that, like, the show is about Will Smith and Carlton, but, like, the Banks family as a whole. And I knew what Jazz was. So I'm like, good, I can come in and, like, do my thing. People gonna love me. That's great, But I didn't expect the reception that I would get about, through the first 3 episodes. I'm seeing people like, where's Jazz? Like, Jazz. And I'm like, really? Like, I'm just really just doing my job.
Right.
And, E recognized that. The writers recognized that. So I'm seeing slowly but surely, I'm like, oh, I'm getting more lines. I'm doing, like, what I'm saying? I'm in depth, like, like we're really having real deep scenes. And I didn't ask for that at all. Like, so I think that helped me kind of get into my character because it's not like I'm just like, I pop up when Will is there and just like, yo, what's good, man? Give you some advice and pop out. Now it's like, and I think that is why in season 2, me and E had a conversation because, now I'm starting to make certain choices that I'm like, man, I wouldn't do that. Like, come on, E, like, how my card decline at dinner in season 2 and I bring up LaMarcus, like me as a human, I would never do that. Right. Like, if I feel insecure about somebody, I'm not going to tell my girl that. I might tell my friends, my mom, but in front of her, I'm going to keep it G.
Right.
And I'm like, how y'all going to have me saying, like, yo, if it was LaMarcus, you would have let him try again. I'm like, man, that is not what I would do. And they were like, exactly.
Right.
That's not you.
You're Jazz.
You're Jazz.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God, you're right. I was like, oh, wait, you're right. This isn't me. And so just honing into that and just accepting that has made me so much more, like, appreciative of the script because then when I see other stuff, I'm like, oh, that's why I did that. I didn't see that was coming, but that's exactly why I did that. And now this makes more sense because I did that.
It happened. So Jordan has always been inquisitive. Okay. Not as much as Ollie.
I'm about to say Ollie's
Ollie,
really
Ollie's the one who plays Carlton.
He will. Ollie plays our Carlton Banks. He will sneak into the writers' room
will.
to see what's up on the board, to see what's going on,
and to look and be like, and not have to be like, yo, what you doing? He like,
and I tell you a secret. We knew he was coming in one day, right? We weren't gonna let him get all the way into the writers' room, but I wrote on the board so he can see from the hallway. Episode 6. Carlton ODs, right? So as we're out there laughing and talking and hobnobbing, I see him look, and then he's just like, yeah, and then he was just like, wait, what? And I was like, see, stop being in people's business. But Jordan would come, just like in season 2, this year in season 3, he was like, yo, for those who haven't seen it, I'm not gonna ruin it, but it's a hospital involved. And he was like, well, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, why would I do that?
I remember, man.
And I said, hey, man, look, let me tell you something, man. Come on over here. Let me talk to you.
That's exactly what
And I was literally be like, let me talk to you, man. I said, you got to understand what we're doing here.
Yeah.
We're telling a story, and a story can't be told in one scene.
Cannot.
Not when you're an important part of the sum of the season.
Yeah.
Right? The show. Our Jazz character, and the reason, going back to what you said earlier, was like, first 3 episodes, everybody said, where's Jazz? Where's Jazz? What we do as writers and as producers for any young, up-and-coming actors out there who are, guest starring on the show or whatever that is, when we turn the cameras on and we start shooting these scenes and doing these takes, and we're looking, and I'm like, oh no, he's got it. He's got it. This is it. And so we go back and we talk about it. Oh, we got to do more. We got to do more. Okay, so how can we build this out?